Hello everyone! Look what I've got. I have loved watching these kind of videos on YouTube, and I am so excited to talk about this because I have a lot of things to say. So first of all, I'm Elle, I'm 49. I am an ex-Jehovah's Witness turned life coach, and I just started my channel here on YouTube about 8 weeks ago. I'm gonna do my analytics video tomorrow. And here is the way that YouTube has changed my life in less than 500 subscribers. 15 years ago, I started watching YouTube, and I started watching it because I wanted to research makeup, mascara, sunscreen, all of these beauty products. And I was just on a roll. I was kind of hooked. So there we go. I don't know, anybody else out there, like, comment. I know I can't be the only one. And so that's when I started watching YouTube about 15 years ago. And I started my channel, 8 weeks ago. So 8 weeks ago. And that first week that I started posting, I got 368 subscribers, I believe. In that very first week, on day 4 of me posting, I posted a video that really took off. I don't know how you define viral. I don't know if that's if that's the right word for it, but right now I have about 1,300 subscribers on week 8, and I got monetized at week 5 is when I got my 3,000 watch hours. The next week is when I got 4,000 watch hours, so I got the other monetization like the week later. Like, everything has happened so fast. But I just want to go back to 15 years ago and tell you, when I started researching makeup, I actually learned so much, because not only did I research makeup, but I researched skincare and like how to age gracefully and that kind of stuff. And I started watching Hot and Flashy. Anybody else on here? Yeah, Hot and Flashy. I guess right now she's retiring, like this is it for her. But her channel is a wealth of information. She helped me so much. So those are the kind of videos that I liked. Because I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, well, I think it has to do with that, but we were poor, so we had Channel 9 only, so I was used to watching public access. As a kid, I really liked, for me, I don't know if it was just me or that's just what I had, that's what was familiar to me, but like Channel 9, PBS, public access, that sort of thing. So YouTube is just like, it's like a little more, because any topic you can just really, really go deep on. And so in 2019, I had been in and out of this Jehovah's Witness religion. I had been shunned at 16, in and out for a while. I tell my whole story on here. So in 2019, I woke up to the religion and found out that it was a cult. I was watching some court cases here on YouTube, and I found out so much stuff. It was crazy. If I hadn't have had YouTube, I don't think I would have woke up from the religion. I probably would have stayed in a cult my whole life. So for that, thank you, YouTube. Appreciate you. But yes, that is a huge way that YouTube changed my life. Before I ever started posting, before I ever had 500 subscribers, I did write down a few things because I want to make sure that I don't forget anything. But I have a theory on why I got 369 subscribers in that first week. If you want, I can make a video on that. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I take that back because I don't edit these videos. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you tips and tricks, or I'm gonna teach you what I know. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything, but I am learning every day and every week. And so when I do my analytics videos, that's what we'll do. I'll do a little bit of coaching, I'll do a little bit of tips, and we'll do that on the Wednesday video. It posts every Wednesday because I started my channel on October 1st. It was a Tuesday, and so then I post these videos every, I usually record the day before. So yeah, I learned how to be a really good researcher. I love researching things and not just sunscreen. I like researching stuff. Like sometimes there's something I want to just really dig into, and if it wasn't for YouTube, we couldn't do that. We'd have to go to the library and read through all that stuff, which I love, but the library, it just takes longer. YouTube's quick, right? So I decided to tell my story on Facebook, and this turned into a whole thing where now I have a couple of Facebook groups. I have one women's membership that's outside of Facebook too. But anyways, I had a community of people supporting me when I started this channel and when I started posting. But what I know about it is that when I was posting on Facebook, I would write these long posts, usually with a picture. You know, it was very thoughtful. I love to write too. But what I noticed is that I could do the lives or whatever, like much faster than writing out all these long form posts. And so when I heard Dodash talk about, oh, you don't have to edit your videos, you can just like do a screenshot for your thumbnail. And so I thought, oh, maybe I could do that, because then I could, you know, it was like a time saver, is kind of why I went over to YouTube. And it was kind of nerve-wracking because I've done Facebook Lives, but I didn't feel like awesome at it. And then to do this with no editing, even less awesome. It was this is a challenge. If anybody wants to grow personally, like if you want to grow, you know, develop personally, like I think YouTube is a great way to really develop character and really show you your strengths and your weaknesses, because just try it. Take my word for it, okay? Oh, but yes, I wanted to tell my story on Facebook. And so I did, and my story kind of took off. And by the time that I came over to YouTube, I had support, and so things did kind of take off. But before this, you guys, please trust me when I say this, I was on Facebook maybe once a week, maybe twice a month. You know, I wasn't into social media at all, but I started telling my story. I started committing to doing it daily. And then when I heard about this post daily on YouTube, no edits, I'm like, I can do that. I'm already doing that. Let's just do that over here too and just see what's going on. And I promised everybody that I would do this until January 1st. And I have a feeling after January 1st, I'm probably going to still continue to do daily posts just because I can. I'm the kind of person that I need to have. If I go a couple days, I'm like, I like those daily habits. Have you read Atomic Habits by James Clear? If you haven't, read that book. It's so good because it will teach you. You don't start like, you don't boing like this. You just kind of like, it's layers. You know, that's how I kind of think about like little layers. You know, you have one habit and then you layer and then you layer. And that's how I got up to being able to, you know, post every day and do all the things that I do. It's like little by little, you know, so I add one more thing and then like, okay, that's good. And then one more thing. And that's how you really take off. It's with the little teeny tiny micro things that you do every day consistently over time. Yeah, I would recommend that. And so I would say, even if you don't want, to start I had tea over here. Now I'm like, where's my tea? Oh, here it is. I'm getting old. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's what I was gonna say. If you're thinking you don't know about this whole YouTube thing yet and you're not really sure, that's okay. Maybe put it to the side and like put it off to the side. Like, I'm gonna come back to that. But in the meantime, if you think that you might come back to YouTube, I would really recommend getting on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, like finding the community that you want to be part of the community that you want to help. And then by the time that you get over to YouTube, you're going to have a lot of support and people can see your work, because that expertise or that knowledge that you have that nobody else has, it's going to be so special. And by the time that you kind of figure out what that is, and then you kind of hone in on it, and then you get on YouTube, you're going to have so much to talk about. So I'm almost thinking start that too, or maybe start that first if you just don't want to jump into YouTube like head first, then I would say do that, kind of warm up to it. Warm up to doing Facebook Lives with a group of people that you create. What is your group of people that you can help? You have something. Everybody has something. Every single one of you watching knows something that I don't know. And I know something that you don't know. So we have to share with each other. And that's what the whole thing about YouTube is that it is just like, oh my gosh, information central. I mean, there's so much information, right? Oh, I think it's so cool. I love it because it's so easy. You can just get to it. But people are looking for what you have to share. They really are. And, we might think like, oh, maybe I'm not going to say it the right way, or that person, they know more than me, or they're smarter. But let me tell you, nobody can tell that piece of information how you can to that person that's looking for you. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people out here suffering. It's true. It's really true. And all they're lacking is a little bit of knowledge. It's like a resource. And even if you didn't have all the answers, point them in the right direction. Like, let them go down their path by whatever they're going to learn from you. I just think it's really necessary. I've heard the best stories on YouTube and the most inspiring, things here on YouTube that have really like propelled me. Way before I ever started a channel, way before that. I always kind of thought it would be cool to have a channel, but I didn't know what I was going to talk about until I became a life coach, and then I was coaching ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and I just love it so much. And I thought, well, I guess I can just go on YouTube and do that too. Post daily, just like I post daily on Facebook or Instagram. So that's how that all happened, because it's much faster to make a video than it is to do that long form with the picture. It takes longer to do that. This is like, you can deliver so much more information in such a, very compact package. So yes, that is my story. And I would just encourage you, if you're thinking about it, come on, just try it. Because if you're 40 or above, even in your 30s, I mean, people want to hear from you, especially 40 and above. Especially 40 and above, our people are out there waiting. They're waiting to hear from you, and they want to be inspired by you. And so don't hold back what you know. Don't hold it back. Like, share it with the world, and you're going to be able to deliver that message different than me. That's why there's room for everybody. Even if somebody was an ex-Jehovah's Witness and they were a life coach, it's not even like, they are not my competition, right? So don't look at and see, oh, there's so many other people doing what I want to do. No. Nobody can do it like you. Nobody can do it like you. You have your own experience. You have your years of wisdom. You have the way you deliver your words, the way you look, the way people connect with you. And so there's room for everybody. Everybody is welcome here. And there's no competition, because nobody can do it like you. Okay? I'm always like, okay. Oh, thanks for being here with me at my no edited video. This is how I'm doing things, and I'm actually getting pretty good at it. Doing something daily, on the daily, you're gonna get good at it. Come on, it's definitely gonna happen. Just post your first video and know that it's not gonna be awesome, okay? It's not gonna be awesome, and it's totally fine. Take notes, see what it is you don't like. What is it? What is it that you don't like? What would you change next time? And make that list. Go on to make your next video. Look at that list, make a list. Keep going, because every single time that I get on here, it gets a little bit better. Okay? I'm not saying I'm awesome. I'm saying it gets a little bit better. And you know what? Actually, I'm kind of awesome. I don't want to not say that. I think I'm pretty awesome. I think you're pretty awesome. I think everybody's pretty awesome. your awesomeness is not going to take away from me and vice versa. We can both be so awesome. We have a lot to share, right? Yeah. So there's no competition at all. We all have our area of expertise. I hope that I feel like now I'm saying the same thing over and over. So I think it's time for me to go. But cheers to your new channel. Let me know when you start it. And hey, listen, no pressure. If you don't want to start a channel, start a community. Start a community of people that are passionate about the same things that you care about. It's an idea. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want, but this is just a few ideas. And then tomorrow when I do my analytics video, we'll talk a little bit more about just more tips and tricks, coaching around starting a channel. Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.